Jennifer Mirsky, MirskyDigital. Everyone has a story, let me tell yours. The last thing is promoting your cause. So this is a sad story. I worked with a woman named Wendy, who you've met here. Wendy is a good friend. We worked at Life magazine in the 1980s, and her husband was a pediatric rehab doctor. And he worked really hard, and he suffered from burnout, and he took his own life. He was under incredible pressure and told that he had to see really complex cases in 18 minutes, which is insanity. And anyway, she started a foundation in his honor. So some of what I've done for her is I've worked to tell her story on LinkedIn and on her future website. I've done it in her own words, things like some men have their boats, some men have their cars, my husband had his journal. Now I want to hear about that journal. You know, it could be a very dry academic journal, but that's like a really colloquial way of getting someone interested in it. And then, you know, going to industry events, there's a new film out called Do No Harm, exposing the Hippocratic hoax. So we made sure to be at that screening, and then I again pitched her to my client, who is a host at Sirius XM Radio, and I said, this would be a great show, Dr. Suicide. I have the widow of a man who took his own life. I have the filmmaker who did this new film, and the man who wrote a book on physician suicide. And the last tip I'll leave you with is, you know, Jewish names are notoriously hard to spell or remember. So people are in their cars listening to Sirius XM Radio. I said, no one's going to know how to spell your husband's name. Let's get a vanity URL, jayslegacy.org. People will remember that, and then behind the scenes we'll redirect it to your real website, and people will be able to find it. Jennifer Mirsky, MirskyDigital.